coming in. Buckle up. There's football coming your way, and it's coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the
football.
introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We thank you for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, 3 months in the books. Partner, now it's December. It's the best month of the NFL season because the games get more important. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll send their tight end left. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy. Let the offense unfold. Trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Brought down back at the 32.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Back to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Berringer to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Quick throw here is complete. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Orlando.
They bring a tight end in motion left. Here's a first carry for their running back. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Slot man in motion left. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. Oh, he gets it right back. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
To the goal line and in. Has a touchdown. His 12th touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Pioneers, nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Pioneers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he is right up there in touchdown passes, as you see on that graphic, currently second in the NFL at this point in the season. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
So after 1, 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Second and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. And the visitors are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He has been sensational all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards, he just recently went over the 4,000-yard mark for the year. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Orlando.
And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past. But here, you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
A tight end in motion now. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. This one complete right side. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. Here's their punter now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Pioneers offense and Keon Coleman set to get back to work. He's right there in contention for the most receiving yards by a wideout this year, currently ranked 2nd in the NFL. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. 1st and 10 now from the 36. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 5. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He's got his man right side. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground. Play it safe, pick up the first down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That is hot! What a job on the scramble. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Orlando.
A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the visitors move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Pioneers offense headed back to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They face 2nd down and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. So, 4th down. And out comes the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. His kick is good. And the visitors stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The home team's offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. So we reach halftime in what has been, to this point, a one-sided game. As we send you to Orlando, we'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are out in front in that one.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Quick throw on the RPO, caught by Coleman out wide. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Here in the second half, you find yourself trailing late. Every single possession is critical. You can't waste any of them. But now, after that 3rd down sack, got to imagine a punt is coming. The likelihood of a comeback just continues to go down.
Pioneers send out their kick team. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Pioneers are going to get the football at their own 23. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 23.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The return starts from the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
They'll stick with him again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Tight end on the move left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
There's still a long way to go here, but in the second half, when you can defend this lead, man, pass rushers come to play. This is where you can close it out, pin your ears back, go get the quarterback, and after that last sack bringing up fourth down, this offense has to decide, is this a risk they're willing to take by staying on the field?
The Pioneers sending out their punt team. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
First down, Orlando.
They motion the slot man left. From the 50, he'll set up to throw.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit. They'll try to pick up 3 points here. This one from 47 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the visitors will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
2nd down and 8.
At the 30-yard line.
And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At the 44-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Coleman. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. And this team continues to just win football games, well on their way to another victory here. And the conversation is real. The 17-0 can be seen on the horizon. A handoff here, up the middle. Not much there, maybe a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in.
Holding offense.
Caught. It is his tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
To the ground, a 1st down run. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 7.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come.
That one, take it in for the score. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Point after, coming up here. He gets it to go, and the visitors stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing now from the gun. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Third down and 9. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster, and I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
This team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And right about now, they might be thinking, are we sure we want an off week next week? They're going to head into the bye with momentum as they try to polish this one off. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on second and 4. Up the middle they go. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So on fourth down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This one from 49. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the visitors add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So now this team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations.
So it's a win for our visitors. Their perfect season continues